and nobody in town's got new injectors. If you guys are like me, when you need parts, generally get on the interwebs, go to your favorite part store's website, check the part, make sure you know what you're looking for, and make sure they have it in stock. I do that all the time. Give you guys a little tip. If there are two engine options, but both of them seem to be the same, maybe try selecting the other one, because the last installment on the RV here, I said the number 8 injector was bad and I couldn't find one anywhere in town. Well, it turns out it was sitting on the shelf at the parts store. I selected the 6-liter VIN uniform option, and that's all it said on the website. They had 2 entries for that, no difference between the two. Went to the parts store because I needed something else, and just happened to ask the guy. I know him, he really knows his stuff. I said, I can't find an injector, and it seems kind of weird because that's a fairly common part. How come nobody in town's got one? He looked it up, said, well, here's the deal. Yes, it shows 2 engine options. One of them is for CNG, and the other is for gas. But and I double checked this on the website, it doesn't say CNG that I can find anywhere. Long story short, and the moral of the story is, they had an injector on the shelf, and it just kind of my goof up. So anyway, new injector installed. It's been running like a top. Smooth as glass, no check engine light, no codes. I can take it out for a spin just to hopefully clean out whatever's left in that tank, maybe thin it out, dissolve it into some new gas, and just get some miles on this thing. So that is within the next couple of days. Next up, I'm working on the RV side. The old battery is out, destined as a core return. The temporary new battery is charged up and in, and connections are tight. Let's see what we got here. So as far as I know, the DC power systems on this RV have not been exercised or utilized in, well, it's been years. So I've got a battery switch here. I heard the cutoff switch turn back on. That's a good sign. Let's see if we got, hey, whoa. Well, ain't that something? Okay. These are all DC lights. What do we got here? So a kitchen, we got a light right there. I don't know about this one. I have no idea. I don't feel a switch on. Oh wait, there's a switch. Okay, it works. Fan, let's try that. Fan works. I don't know about this one. Let's see. Nothing. There's a fuse in here, and the fuse appears to be good. Nothing. Okay. All right, let's back off. Okay, this light, that light works. All right. Let's keep working back and see what we got. We got a little, okay. I think there's a light here. Okay. Not working. There's one over here. That one works. Maybe you just need to flip the switch back. There we go. Just needed to make it exercise the switch a little bit. What about this one? Okay. That one works. And that one works. I think that's all the interior lights. So, okay, so we got kitchen or galley fan and light works. All the interior light works. Let me look back through the manual. See what other DC, oh, something up here. I'm just going to test this really quick. Water heater on. Oh, the light's on. I have no idea what that means, but there's no water in the RV right now. I have to fill the water tanks and cycle some water through it because I don't want to turn that water heater on without any water in it. Okay, we got DC powered up, at least the systems I can check, which is basically lights and that fan. I'm going to work on the AC side now. I've got the AC system, well, I've got the AC cord plugged in. So far, I'm not getting any indication that it's working. It's supposed to have an inverter charger for converting. I don't know if I'm not sure. The manual is not specific, doesn't specify. Is the charger to charge this battery when AC is plugged in? We're going to test that real quick. Let's see what I've got for battery voltage. I'm showing, well, 12.2, so I'm just showing battery voltage. All right, so I just tried this. It did pop the GFI again. I cleaned all the connections, and if I plug it in, it just popped it. So there's something going on with the AC system. I'm going to leave that unplugged for now until I can figure out what's going on. One of the things I can check, I think, since that's unplugged, there's supposed to be an isolator so that when the van's running, it's supposed to charge this battery. Let's find out. I've got 14 volts, so the alternator is charging this battery, so that's good. At least we know that. It looks like DC side is starting to come to life. Still got to figure out what's going on with the AC side. You know, having a lift is a game changer. And after you get one of those, you really don't like crawling under cars and crawling around on the floor on a creeper or, you know, cold concrete on your back. But that lift will not raise this RV. So I'm back to getting underneath here. Got it well propped up on jack stands, plus a jack to give me peace of mind. Let's see if we can figure out what's wrong with this gray water dump valve. Guys, my apologies for the well, cramped quarters here. To get to the valves, first thing I had to do is pull that cover off. So that's off, and of course it's full of leaves. And I'm rolling around in old dead leaves now. That's okay. So the complaint is the gray water valve is stuck. So back there is the black water tank, and right there is the black water tank dump valve. Up here is the gray water tank, and right here is the gray water tank valve. Now the black water tank valve works. And if you come up here, I can actually, by hand, move that back and forth. So there's no problem there. So the question that always came up was, what exactly is wrong with this one? Because when you pull on the handle, nothing happens. You can't pull the handle at all. But if I pull on the cable, I can actually move that valve back and forth. But if I try and do like I did on Blackwater, just move the valve manually, nothing happens. I think the cable is bad, and it could be the cable, inside the sheath. It could be the handle up there. So I'm going to start with the handle because that might be the easy part and work my way back to here. But the gray water valve itself is moving. So I got the cable out, and the valve is free. It's as free as can be. The cable is indeed stuck. Let's just stick a device here, kind of point it up, and on the other end, you can actually move a little bit back and forth. So it's probably right here in this little barrel housing. So just grab off the shelf here, grab some PB Blaster. Let me see if I can Oh, didn't want to do that. Nope. Let's see if I can just kind of start twisting it a little bit. If this doesn't work, we can try a little bit of heat, but I'm going to see if this will work first. Let's give it a few minutes to soak. Well, PV Blaster by itself didn't work. So I'm going to see if I can add a little bit of heat to this barrel. Go grab a glove. Well, I can see it wiggling a little bit, but I think it's going to take a little bit more. It's probably a little bit farther down rather than just at the very top. So let me keep working on it. I'll keep working at it. All right, so I got it to move a little bit at a time, and it's finally out. And it's just rusty. So I'm going to go through and do a little bit of emery cloth, a little bit of sandpaper, clean all the rust off of this, clean the inside of the housing, lube it up, put it back together, and I think it's good to go. All cleaned up. I'm lubing the cable now. The cable itself didn't seem to be much of a problem. I'm going to put a lot of grease on this area right here, and that should kind of protect it. I got all the corrosion cleaned up. Well, I got most of the corrosion cleaned off. It is pitted a little bit, but I think we're going to be okay here. So got a little bit of grease on it. Let's go ahead and get it back in. Much better. And let's hope that this will not have to be revisited for quite a while. All right, I think I'm ready to reinstall this. Everything's back together. Gray water valve is now working properly. Of course, black water always has, so no problem there. One more thing checked off the list. I can close this compartment up for now. And next, I need to work on the AC system and the generator. That's going to do it for this installment on the RV, guys. This time, I actually fixed a few things, so big score for that. Two biggies remaining. Well, I guess it'd be the three biggies remaining. One is to try and get the generator running. Try and figure out what's going on with the AC system, so I can at least test out the stove and the heater and the air conditioner, things like that. I haven't even looked at the propane or LPG or propane, whatever it is. Haven't looked at that yet. And then the biggie, depending, is paint. So we'll see how all that goes. I certainly appreciate everybody watching. Again, I'm trying my best trying to work on this as quick as I can to try and get this to the people that really need it. So, you know, keep them in your prayers. I'll try and get an update out here in the next day or two, just kind of showing what progress I'm making. Again, thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you next time. Everybody, have a great day.